YouTube, what's going on? It's your girl Telly. Welcome back to TelliVision87. Happy Tuesday morning to everybody. Hope you guys are staying warm wherever you are. All right, so let's get into it. The Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion review. Okay, we are on episode 5. So it picks up where it leaves off last time. Spice is upset because she can't give out the vouchers because the crowd is, off the chain. So she's talking to Mita and Carly and some of the rest of the staff, and they are, Spice basically says, look, we're still going to give out the vouchers, just got to go about it a different way. Have some people meet at point A, have some people meet at spot B, and so on and so forth. So she still wants to be able to do a good thing, but, just got to structure it a little bit differently. And while she's there, with Carly, she's also talking about, they're talking about the whole Mariah Lynn situation, and Carly definitely wants to apologize to Mariah after, seeing all those families in Jamaica who are, going with less than, going without. It's just putting everything into perspective for Carly. So she wants to squash it before she leaves, because she says that it's her last day. And then we're gonna see who, I guess takes her spot. We'll get to that. That girl's a trip. But anyway, after that, the next event is they're still, sorry guys if I'm a little bit out of order, but before they even get to Tierra Marie's event, they're still, last time playing the little soccer on the court, on the hard court, and that's when Mama Jones comes in. Her and Chrissy have a really, kind of awkward exchange, but everybody's like, are y'all gonna talk? Y'all gonna settle y'all issues or whatever. Chrissy's open to it. Mama Jones is open to it, as long as, it's peaceful and nothing too crazy is said or done. Both of them are open at this point. So later on, we get, since I'm already on Chrissy and Mama Jones, I'ma just go there. Chrissy and Mama Jones, they're talking. Mama Jones is like, it's been a long time, and Chrissy's like, it's been 18 years. So Chrissy explains to Mama Jones how they were actually getting along at first, until Chrissy, I guess, decided that she wanted to marry Jim Jones, and the proposal and everything kind of rubbed Mama Jones the wrong way. And then we get the physicotic bitch and all this stuff. They show all the flashbacks and everything. So Mama Jones, she's a boy mom, and she don't want to see her son go. Y'all know how the story goes. Mamas can be super, super overly protective of their son. Ain't no woman good enough for my son, ... So once they get over that, Chrissy also says that her mom passed away right when she met Jim Jones. They, was starting to date or whatever, and she thought Mama Jones would be there for her to console her, but Mama Jones just kind of left her hanging. And Mama Jones did apologize to Chrissy, because she said, hey, you know what, look, yeah, I lost my mother too, so I know how it feels, and I should have done better. I should have been there for you. And they have a nice little moment. They hug it out, and they agree to, Mama Jones agrees to be nicer to Chrissy. No one's expecting everybody to be perfect, but they are taking a step in the right direction, which is good. So I'm happy for them. And Chrissy, side note, y'all, Chrissy, I believe that's her natural hair. It is beautiful. When it was in the confessional with Mama Jones, they were sitting there talking. She took it down out of her, like her little headband or head wrap or whatever, and I was like, oh my god, like, it's so pretty. But with everybody wearing weed, this color, that color, it's like, it was nice to see that, because we don't get that too much on Love and Hip Hop. Everybody got wigs and weaves, and that's fine, but it was just like, oh, that was a nice little, that was a nice thing to see her hair nice and flowy and thick and down and pretty like that. But anyway, moving on from Chrissy, and Mama Jones, we get to Tierra Marie's event, okay? Her event is the bonfire. And at the bonfire, they just supposed to, you know, have a good time, sit around the fire, just, you know, shoot the bricks. Maybe somebody will get up and do some performances, which we do see. And then I told you guys that Carly's supposed to be leaving. So in walks crazy ass Shekinah, okay? Shekinah is already, you know, on a BS, as Chaotic points out. He's like, hey, yo, me and Shekinah, we hit it off, you know, we cool. But I know she about to bring the BS, and that's what she does. Lyrica walks in, you know, walks into the scene, tries to shake Shekinah's hand, and Shekinah's like, you know, nice to meet you, da-da-da. But she wasn't shaking Lyrica's hand, and Lyrica felt the way about it. And come to find out, that whole thing was because apparently Lyrica, when she dropped her song, she DM'd Shekinah to ask her to, you know, post it on her platform. Everybody got a platform. Post it on her platform, her IG page, and, you know, to help the numbers run up or whatever. And then apparently Shekinah said that after that happened, Lyrica unfollowed her, and that was just so stupid. Like, the stuff that they are contriving on this is just so dumb. This girl said something about me on the internet 5 years ago. This girl unfollowed me and then go try to act like she don't know me. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So after we find that out, it's like, oh my gosh, okay, like, whatever. So when Tierra Marie gets up and she performs Sponsor. Y'all remember that song she had with Gucci Mane some years ago? I think, when did that song come out? What did she say? Like late 09, 10, somewhere around that. Could have been a little bit earlier, but I remember that was like right when Gucci Mane was starting to be like everywhere, like on everybody's records, like before he, you know, became like Gucci. He was like on his way up, and I remember that time. That was a little bop Tierra Marie had. But look, I actually have Tierra Marie's first album, okay? That first album she did with Rock Nation, I had the physical copy of it, okay? I love that album. I thought that album was a bop. She came to FSU Homecoming. She was an artist, a scheduled performer for Homecoming back in like 05, like around the time when she first came out. That was freshman homecoming. I felt like I was the only one like super excited to see Tierra Marie. I was singing all the songs and everything, and I'm looking around, everybody else just kind of like, but I'm like super into it because I had the album and I was bumping it, and I was like, yeah. But anyway, I still have like pictures and stuff from that from that homecoming and my little photo album. You know, it wasn't no digital cameras or nothing like that back then. So I'm standing there, I'm flashing pictures, you know, with the little Kodak. You got to roll it back. That's what we was doing back in 05, okay? Before all of this digital, everything just took over. Like, we had a little bit, but we were still kind of old school too. I miss those days sometimes. Wish we could go back to them. But anyway, Tierra get up there. She performed her little song. And after that, MJ gets up there to perform his song. But before that, him and Amada have a conversation. And he's basically telling her, like, hey, look, you know, I'm glad that we are in a better place now. But back then, you know, I felt like when I introduced you to Alan and you went and had babies with him and you just did it all out in the open, I felt like you didn't give a F about me when, you know, I thought that I was supposed to be, you know, protecting you, and I thought that, you know, we were just supposed to be protecting each other. But when you did that to me, I just felt that really hurt my feelings, and I might apologize. She said, you know what, I'm sorry that I hurt you, that I hurt your feelings. But see, like, it's funny, they show a flashback of MJ and Amada. They laying in the bed together. He talking about he want to have kids, And Amada makes this face because remember at that time she didn't want kids. It was all about her career. And then her mom was the one pressuring her like, you need to have babies. So it's so funny how like everything is flipped, you know. A few years later, she got 2 beautiful little girls, 2 twinsies, but where the pappy? He over there in the DR. It's like, bro, and you had somebody, you know, they showed the flashbacks. Apparently, MJ. Now remember, shout out to the lady who left a comment under the video last week because I couldn't remember exactly why they broke up in the first place, but she reminded me that MJ really didn't want to work. He wanted to be there to support Amada, but the running thing with MJ was that he don't have no money. He was broke. He don't like the work to go try to get it and get himself together. He just want to be under his women and, you know, help them get to where they want to go. So that was basically the demise of their relationship. So yeah, they apologized to each other. So now we jump back over to the event. He gets on stage, starts singing. Him and Amada, they have this little moment, whatever, but nobody thinks they're gonna get back together. They're just having a good time. They're glad that it's not super awkward anymore and that they can just really move forward. They can move forward with everything. So then after the bonfire, well, you know what, actually still during the bonfire, this is when Shekinah like pops off and is asking, you know, she's kind of asking around like, well, what's going on with, you know, Tierra Marie, the whole porn, revenge, and this, that, and the third. And she kind of asked Chrissy about it. But I guess Chrissy, like, you know, was saying, you know, didn't think that was cool to be asking about that situation. You know, at that time, she just didn't really think it was appropriate. But Shekinah ends up asking Tierra herself what's going on with the situation. Then we see the flashback. She's sitting there talking with Tierra and Nikki Baby. We see the flashback of her and Akbar, and how 50 gets all wrapped into it, and Tierra's still saying she ain't got it. Tierra ain't got it, but when she get it, he gonna get it. So I don't know, like, how long, what is the limitation on it? Like, can she drag it out forever? Or it's like, does she have to, you know, she on a payment plan? Like, okay, you gotta send a check once a month. So like, how does that work? Because she could say that she doesn't have it forever, right? I don't know how that works. Y'all let me know. But baby 50 ain't got all his money yet, and she still don't have it. So that's that on that. So after that whole bonfire situation, we get Jen and Phresher. Not my favorite couple, but more so lately it's just been Jen, because she's the one who's always popping up there. They just had a nice time at the bonfire, whatever. Even Mariah was like, oh, these past 2 days, these past 2 events, you know what I'm saying, they've been perfect. Everybody's been getting along. So Jen and Phresher, they chilling in the bed, they talking about the wedding, Jen wants to have a $250,000 wedding, and she's basically asking him like, hey, you know, you don't have plans to marry me, what's up with, you know, what's up with the wedding? And he wants to go down to the courthouse and, you know, boom, boom, boom. He doesn't want to spend $250,000 on a wedding because he wants to invest that money, which to me, I'm kind of like on Phresher's side with this one. Like, times is really, really crazy right now, and y'all saw what happened with Erica and Safari. Had this big ass wedding to only turn around and get divorced. How long did they even last? Was it even 3 years? And out of that 3 that they were together, maybe 3 or 4, hell, 2 of them 3.5 of them was a shit show. So you spending all this money on this wedding, but y'all don't want to be married. Y'all don't want to put in a work for a marriage. So I could see where Phresher is coming from. Jim was tripping like, if you really love this man, he want to be with you. He claimed he want to be with you. Y'all been together for so long. Just going down to the courthouse. You could have a nice ceremony wherever, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. I just think the $250,000 is like super excessive, especially if you know, God forbid y'all turn around and get divorced. Y'all be done spent, well, he'd be done spent all that money for nothing. Go down to the courthouse, rent a nice venue, and have your friends and family come there and have a nice ceremony later on. Y'all could still do that if that's what you really want. But then she started calling him broke and da-da-da-da-da. When you gonna get it together? I'm not no courthouse type of bitch. And I'm just like, girl, Jen, you just stop. You're doing too much. You DTM, you're doing too much. And Phresher's like, hey, look, you know, you talking about me being broke. If I leave, let's see how broke you gonna be. And then we see Jen, of course, she gotta say, well, when Phresher left the first time, I know I could do it on my own, this, that, and the third. But it's like, I'm kind of on Phresher's side with this one. That's too, that in these economic times, that is excessive. I mean, you can still have a nice wedding and it doesn't have to be all of that. And he walks out the hotel room. He's like, look, I'll be back when you start making some sense. And I agree. So to this day, are they in real life, like right now, are they even married? Because if she waiting for that $250,000 wedding, baby, she gonna be waiting. Because he was very adamant about that. I don't see him changing his mind. But let me know what you guys think about that whole situation. What else went on? I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the episode. So we're gonna see next week that that Spice comes back for her actual birthday, because that is the reason why they're all really there leading up to that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Jen and Phresher, Mama Jones and Chrissy, Spice's voucher giveaway gone wrong, but can kind of be right. And yeah. Drop your thoughts down below. Amada and MJ situation, and Tierra Marie, Shekinah, and that whole drama that's about to pop off. Drop your thoughts down below. It's your girl Telly. TelliVision87 is the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back with another video for you guys soon. All right, again, stay warm out there wherever you are. It's supposed to start warming up again here in Miami, like starting tomorrow. So I'm about to put that space heater away. Man, these railroad tracks. Oh my god, I'm about to put my space heater away in the next day or two. All right, so talk to you guys soon. Until then, peace.